Howdy, day 26. Didn't do a video yesterday, day 25. We were at Shelter Cove for the day. We took a 0 after that long day hiking out of the fire area and then the 20-mile hike into Shelter Cove. We were debating whether or not we wanted to do just a little bit of hiking yesterday, but decided that it was probably advisable just to take a day and rest and hang out. Shelter Cove, which is like at Odell Lake in Oregon, obviously, where we are. Really pretty, really cool little spot. People obviously come there for like a week every summer and go fishing with their family or like camp with their RV or whatever. So it was really nice. The showers had towels, which was an unexpected surprise. Today was kind of a chill day of hiking. So we went like 19 miles. It's about 4:30. We're gonna camp at this lake. I think it's Charles or Charlton Lake or something like that. We might go for a swim. It's early enough and kind of warm enough that actually sounds nice and refreshing. So we have about a 92-mile section now between Shelter Cove and Santiam Pass, where we're gonna have to figure out getting around a long fire closure in Northern California. So while we were zeroing yesterday at Shelter Cove, we kind of figured out what we're gonna do, which is hike farther into Washington. So we might end up actually doing 800 miles on this trip. We'll see. I think Shelter Cove was just past the 400-mile mark. So that would mean that we're about halfway through our little adventure here. Yeah, but just also trying to take advantage of some of these like nice spots to camp like this. It looks like we're about to head into like Mosquito Army City tomorrow. There's like a lake. There are a lot of lakes in the Three Sisters Wilderness, we have discovered by looking at the map. And so we are not sitting in mosquitoes right now and pretty stoked about it. I think there's more wind on this big lake. So we're going to hang out and we'll see what the next few days takes us. Got a mid-section resupply at Elk Lake, so we're going to check that spot out as well. All right, heading out. One of the fun things about Oregon is that you get these little obstacle courses of thousands of trees, some of which you have to climb over. Very grateful to the people who come out here and cut this shit down though, because if they hadn't done that, we would have gone over like 300 trees instead of probably like 50. So thank you, trail crews. Hello from day 27. We have entered an area where there are a lot of lakes. So we just came into the Three Sisters Wilderness today, which is really awesome. I've actually been looking forward to this space for a while because we've heard a lot of good things. We met someone on the John Muir Trail a couple years ago who lived in Oregon, who was very complimentary of this whole area. So we stayed at Charlton Lake yesterday. Really beautiful lake. We've been passing lots of water, which is fantastic. Also lots of mosquitoes. When we saw it on the map, we were like, that is the mosquito headquarters. So yeah, I think we're gonna go like 18 to 20 miles today. Our first stop is 18 at a little lake called Cliff Lake. Supposed to be pretty nice, but there's lots of lakes out here.
That's where we're stopping.
What? I thought you said we might go farther.
We might, but that's not our first stop. This is our first stop.
No, so our first planned stop for the day is Cliff Lake, and then our second, but we might go a little bit farther. We're not sure yet. We've got a stop at Elk Lake to pick up another resupply tomorrow, which is really soon. So we're not sure if we're going to stay there or push a little bit farther to Bend. But for now, we're just enjoying all of the ample water and hoping we get a nice view of the Three Sisters while we're out here, which are some mountains. Anywho, all right. day 28. As you can see, well, you probably don't know this, but right behind me, I think is the middle sister of the Three Sisters volcanoes in the Three Sisters Wilderness. If not, it's the southern sister. But I'm pretty sure that one is what I'm looking at that you all can't see. We were considering taking a Nero today at Elk Lake, but we hiked in about 6 miles to Elk Lake this morning, chilled out for a while, had a pulled pork sandwich. Looks like a really nice lake and day place to hang out from Bend, but just decided to push on. There is also a tiny little wildfire right over there that you probably can't see. None of you are going to see this video until after we are safely out of here, so can't be preemptively mad at us for for hiking towards a wildfire, but it's only like a quarter acre, if that. It's like up on the top of the hill, so we just stopped for a break. We were kind of gunning to get past it, but feeling pretty assured looking at it right now. They had a couple water tenders picking up water at a lake, and it looks pretty dang small. So this will not be a Nero. This will just be a regular day, because I think we're going to push another like 3-4 miles, which is just going to make it kind of a shorter day. It'd be like 17, 18 miles today instead of like 22 like yesterday. Yeah, Mark laughed because I said it's a short day. But
short days were supposed to be like 12.
Yeah, short days were supposed to be 12. Short days are now like 17 miles. But we were going to stay at a lake tonight before this, but decided to push on a little farther. So we're going to be staying at a creek a little ways down, just another couple miles, I think 3 miles down today. And then we're going to set up camp and figure out our plan for the next couple days, because we have 2 more days of hiking before we get to Bend, I think. Since technically this was supposed to be a half day tomorrow. I don't even remember. But anyway, so we've got another 2.5 days, 2 to 2.5 days of hiking until we get to Santiam Pass, and then we need to hitch into Bend and figure out how to get around about a 80-mile closure of trail. Anyway, yeah, so stoked to have some views, because we've been in the woods. The lakes have been really nice, but we haven't had any views, and this is kind of like a meadow view, but I'll take it. I was worried that we were going to walk through the entire Three Sisters Wilderness and never actually see the Three Sisters, because Oregon has too many trees. Oh, Mark says that is the South Sister. I was incorrect. Day 29. So I was mistaken yesterday. It was the southern sister that we were looking at. This big guy back here that's terrible cinematography, is the middle sister. So today we are kind of traversing around through a bunch of really beautiful big open meadows. Have had views around the middle sister all day, as well as back down to the northern side of the southern sister, which we came up around yesterday. I think today's going to be about a 20-mile day. I can already see some awesome mountains poking out ahead of us. I think that this 30-mile section might be my favorite section in Oregon so far. Just really beautiful, lots of views. We're headed down to, I think, Highway 242 or something. We're going to go to a little campsite that's actually accessible by road, but it's the last water before about a 16-mile dry stretch into Santiam Pass tomorrow. But I think we might stop at a youth camp just shy because we have to find a hitch in from Santiam to Bend. So yeah, stoked to be up here, feeling really imbibed with a new sense of meaning, not being in the green tunnel right now. Pretty stoked to have some beautiful views, and really happy that we walked this section. I know a lot of people skipped it because there was a little teeny tiny fire which ended up being basically nothing. So just really happy to be here. Who's ready to walk on lava? Guess we're walking through lava for a bit. Mark, can you tell us about this look?
Three sisters wilderness, three sisters wilderness, three sisters wilderness, three sisters wilderness, three sisters wilderness. This look? This is the Three Sisters marshland chic. Took the years. Quick deploy.
Anything you want to add, Mark, while you apply your sunscreen?
It's better, but I'm not about it.
Oh.
Time to go home.